Hello friends! Tanya and I started decorating for Christmas last night, which so far is white lights and a candle that smells like Christmas trees. But I was getting dressed to go out for ramen with Adrian, and I accidentally dressed like I was going to a super fancy Christmas party. Like, yeah, it's the middle of November, it's not December 22nd. I'm probably just gonna be working on December 22nd anyway. I was so ready to film this, now I'm like, I've been writing an essay for 6 hours. I took a nap, I ate food, I looked at the essay a lot, but now I need a break from looking at the essay, which has gotten longer though. But I just want to talk about some things that have happened that I wanted to tell you about and haven't had a chance to. Alternatively, you could just all follow me on Twitter and I could tweet about things and be appreciated. But until that happens, I need to tell you about them. Super important. These are all super important things we're talking about here. Okay, first of all, Mia came over a few weeks ago. I was waiting for her at the bus loop. There was this really long bench and there were two guys sitting on the other end. And they were like looking at this pigeon, talking about the pigeon, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna sit at the other end of this bench and wait for Mia. They won't mind. And the pigeon was really sad. Like, it had a leaf stuck to its foot and its feathers were all matted and it was just kind of wandering around, and they were like throwing food at it and trying to get it to eat the food, and it didn't see it, so they like picked it up and threw it again. And then it was like walking over to them and stuff. And I was like, you know, listening, watching the pigeon, like, yeah, I'm not talking to you, but I'm observing the pigeon with you. And then it came over and it jumped up onto the bench. And there's like lots of space between us. And they were like, oh, here it comes, let's feed it. But then it just like walked straight towards me, and they were like, oh, I like her instead. And I just kind of looked at them like, haha, I got the pigeon. And it was like cuddling up towards me. Like, it came straight up next to me and was kind of pecking at my jacket and stuff, and I was like, this is super cute, but you probably have diseases? And I heard them, they were like, oh, Christy, she'd be right in there, she would touch the pigeon, and I wanted to be like, I want to touch the pigeon, but I know I shouldn't. But I did not touch the pigeon. At one point, it kind of like got ready and like settled, and it jumped to go into my lap, and I had to like stand up and kind of slide it off, like, no, you can't go in my lap. And then it was really sad, and it just like kind of went behind me, and it was sitting, I guess, like behind my back, under my backpack, just cuddled up, and I was like, this is so sad. And then I saw Mia, so I got up to go see her, and then we turned around, like the pigeon was still there on the bench, and I had been texting her, and I was like, look, that's my pigeon. And I really wanted to take a picture of it, but these guys were right there, and I didn't want to be like, selfieing with a pigeon. But I got this one picture. If you can tell which way my lap is oriented, there's just a pigeon next to me. And it's super sad looking. I don't know, it was just like an experience, and I told everyone about it, but you're the last to know, sorry. And I have a friend who, once we were eating, there were like a bunch of pigeons in front of us, because we had food, and then one of them hopped onto the bench, and he got so scared he like stood up and left. And so I sent him a picture of the pigeon, and I was like, thought of you, and he hasn't talked to me since. But and then Mom came to visit, and they overlapped slightly, so we went to the flea market, and Mia had heavy bags and wanted to go catch her fairy. And also we went too early. Like, it had been open for an hour, but also the vendors at the flea market are really, they don't show up on time, and then also they just like periodically leave their table for unspecified amounts of time. So I was like, we have to stay here until the lady gets to her pony booth, because we need to see what ponies there are. I only wound up getting one thing. We were at a WWE booth. There are at least two. It looked like the less good one, but I was just passing by and I was like, there's a pink thing. And I kind of like looked around. There were a bunch of guys talking to the guy, so I was just kind of standing there like, what's that? A puppy surprise in a box. And we were all standing there like so bad at haggling, but does he know how much that's worth? Like, how much can I trick him into selling it for? But we just wound up being like, how much do you want for it? And it was like 25 bucks, and we were like, okay. So Mom got that for me. That was my birthday present. And then Mom's main goal in coming to Vancouver was she wanted to go to Daiso, so we went all the way from the flea market to Daiso, which reminded me of when Mia and I, or Mom and I, or whoever used to come to Vancouver for one day, and it's like, we've got 3 stops, they're in different cities, but those are the 3 places we're going. But no, it was good, and we got a bunch of stuff at Daiso. They have $2 watches, which is like the most I'm willing to pay for a watch. But I got a pink and yellow and green one, which is like, it ain't no 90s watch, but it's pretty nice. And then I also got some stickers there that are for like highlighting things in your planner, but I put them on this and I feel like it makes it much more festive, but they're peeling off because they're stickers. And then also I got a hair bow, like a really big plushy one, and I had it on my ponytail at work, and Adrian said it looked like an anime character, and I was like, thanks. But then yeah, I wore them both to work the next day, and they both got compliments, and I was like, ah yes, all my $2 Daiso things, thanks. And then we were showing Natanya all our watches. Mom got like 3 or something, and she was like, what? Look at all those watches, I want to go. So today she's going and she's gonna buy some watches. I think I have 2 weeks of school left, maybe 1. What day is it? Anyway, it's terrible. I have so many essays due. It's too bad that Christmas involves so much like time and effort, yet there's no time at Christmas time because of exams. So I barely started on Christmas presents. And then last night Natanya and I were in a Christmassy mood from putting the lights up, so we went to Shoppers and we were like, look at all the Christmas chocolates, like, can we just buy those instead of normal chocolates? And I was like, no, I think those are, you need to buy those as a present, you can't just buy them to eat. But I started to get not stocking stuffers, boot stuffers. Does anyone do that? Nikolaus comes on like December 5th or 6th. I never know what day it is. When we lived at home, Nikolaus would always come, whatever, early December, and like leave presents in your boot. And then since I've moved out, I've always done it for whoever happened to be in my home on that day. Like my roommates and Rez and like Bailey last year, and they're all just like, this is cute, Carla. Why is there an orange in my shoe? But I like doing it. It's a very important Christmas tradition for me. We're gonna decorate at work soon and start the non-stop Christmas music. It's good because Dad doesn't let us listen to anything other than the Christmas radio station as soon as it starts playing. So I'm kind of forced to listen to it at work instead. Oh, and I had a little party with some of my coworkers a while ago, and Hilton was like, why don't you film for your channel, Carla? Hey everyone, Carla has a YouTube channel. And I was like, I do. So he filmed some stuff and I filmed some stuff. And I have nowhere to put it other than here.
Do you guys want to use an app to play charades?
What the fuck is this?
Sometimes they're really bad, but sometimes there's a good one.
Would you tell that's cauliflower?
Cauliflower? How's that cauliflower?
5, 5, 3.
How's that cauliflower?
Yes.
2 trees the bird. What is
What the hell, man? You know what this is?
Cauliflower, come on.
What is this cauliflower? 6, you smoking? And they just stash?
Explorer.
No. What the? Oh, movie. Second movie.
2 words.
Actor.
First word.
Okay,
Small. Circle?
TV.
Circle. House? Door. Outside. Out. Sky?
Yard.
Moon?
Grass.
World. Movie.
Lights.
House.
Sun.
House.
House.
Wednesday?
Your mama?
Yeah.
What?
Alright, it's dinner time now. And then I'm gonna come back and do a lot more homework. It'll be fine. I still need to tell my boss when all my exams are. Anyway, hope you enjoyed catching up on some little stories. Yeah, that's all. Goodbye.